Welcome to the Get Your Life Together Girl podcast. I'm Danielle Van, a cognitive behavioral therapist, a life coach, meditation teacher, and author. And this is your go-to show for a powerful blueprint to personal growth and empowerment, where we dig deep into the 5 master areas of your life: emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, and financial health and well-being. So if you're tired of feeling stuck and are ready to break through the barriers holding you back, whether it's trauma or you simply don't have the tools, you found the right place. We're combining Eastern and Western medicine with real, raw, unapologetic conversations to shake up your mindset, elevate your life, help you release the old, and take action towards your very best self. The ache of wanting to be seen but feeling overlooked is a heaviness that many people know. It's something that deeply disturbs our mental and emotional and soulful experience in life. And so today, you and I are taking a one-on-one deep dive into an honest, gentle, intentional conversation where we're going to unpack what invisibility really means, how it shapes us, and most importantly, we're going to move through how you can come back to being with yourself, to be seen again, starting from the inside out. You are not alone, and let me prove it to you. The Get Your Life Together Girl podcast starts right now. So this is a tough conversation. It just is. So pack your patience with it. Be vulnerable. Feel it, or whatever you need, right? Because when we talk about feeling invisible, there's an ache, a pain that comes with it. And so if your heart is a little tender, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to remember that you're not alone. And we're going to break down what it means to feel invisible, what that pain feels like. I'm going to give you some tools to start seeing yourself and then reconnecting with people who are more of an energy match for you, more of a mirror of the good, the light within you, instead of all the things that you don't want. So let's talk about it. Let's begin with the heart of feeling invisible. When we feel invisible, it is not just a passing emotion. You've heard me say a million times that emotions are fleeting, they come and go, they're temporary, and they are. However, invisibility has a way that it begins to shape your sense of self. So it's far more permanent. It locks in and becomes who you are. There's a piece of your identity with it. It feels hard. It is hard. You may begin to ask yourself, if you're in that experience, am I too much? So much of the time when we feel invisible, it's because we've been told you're too much. Or we ask ourselves, am I not enough? Because we've been told that we're not enough. Maybe not directly, but by actions, by abandonment, by the relationships that have gone south. We even ask ourselves, why does no one invite me? Why does no one notice me? We may even say, do I even matter? Or I don't matter, right? And in those sentences, there's guilt and shame. I want to break down the difference between guilt and shame. Guilt, I did something bad. Shame, I am bad. Do you feel the difference in those two? But when we're feeling invisible, when we're in this space, shame becomes everything for us. Absolutely everything. And we begin to live our lives in a space of, I am too much. I am not enough. I am not noticed. I do not matter. You feel it, you hear it, right? And here's what I want to say to you. You matter. You absolutely matter. You may be feeling invisible because of the environment around you, the people around you, the people in your orbit, right? The work environment, the community involvement, the relationship even, your family. It doesn't matter how or why or when or where. It's just that it is, right? You're in an experience where the people around you don't seem to have the capacity or the willingness to truly see you. But that doesn't mean that you are unworthy of being seen. I need you to know that. It is so important, right? So let's just take a moment together. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. If you are not, take a moment to just feel this, right? I want you to really, truly lock into this moment with me and close your eyes. Just take a quiet moment for yourself. Even take a really good deep breath. And I want you to think about a time where you felt completely unseen. Where were you? Who were you with? What did you feel in your body in that moment? And as all of those emotions are flooding up to the surface, don't judge it. I want you just to honor it. And take another good deep breath and open your eyes. I want you to understand why those moments hurt so damn much. 1, we are wired to be seen, right? Humans are wired for connection. We need that. We can really even look at, safety first. Whatever our safety factor is, whether that's physical or emotional or mental, financial, spiritual, whatever it is, safety first. That even includes our basic needs, food, water, shelter. And then it's connection. From the moment you were born, you sought feedback. Whether that was from your parents' touch or a voice saying, I see you, I'm here, I love you. There was a response to our cries. It helped us learn that we mattered. It helped us give an experience of connection. This process is called mirroring. And when mirroring is missing, whether that's in childhood or adulthood, we feel unanchored. We feel unimportant. We feel alone. That's why invisibility isn't just emotional. It can trigger anxiety and brain fog and even depression. And here's why reclaiming visibility is more than just being noticed. It's also about reconnecting with your own sense of value. Because when you do not have a sense of value, you struggle to create connection anywhere. Not just with one group of people or one situation, it bleeds into everything. There is a feeling that nothing in life is working. And for the most part, it's not. So let's explore that understanding of what it means to be connected with ourselves. There is one person and one person alone that will spend the entirety of your life with you. It's not your sibling. It's not your parents. It's not your spouse or even your children. It's you. The first person you must see in your life is you, right? I need you to understand that. I know that sounds so simple, and it even sounds like, of course, Danielle, of course. But many of us fail to see ourselves. We overlook again and again. Seeing ourselves clearly can be the hardest part of our experience. And that invisibility to the self grows, right? It can be devastating. And so we need to connect. I want to give you a tool, something that I have given to many people before, and I'm going to give you 3, and I mean 3 simple sentences that I would love for you to answer each night for a little bit of time, right? 5, 6, 7 days. Doesn't matter how long you do it, but really dive into the experience and connect to yourself again. So give yourself just 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes, right? You spend 25 minutes scrolling on your phone before you put it down. So please, 5 minutes, and write out your answers to these 3 prompts. The first question is, what did I feel today that no one else noticed? It's a hard question, right? But what did I do today that no one else noticed? Question 2. What truth do I wish someone had asked me about today? What truth do I wish someone had asked me about? 3. What part of me am I hiding and why? That last question is one that most people try to reject immediately. I'm not hiding any of myself. I don't know what you're talking about. They lose themselves in the vulnerability piece of all of this. And here's the deal. When we don't feel seen, we tend to hide pieces of ourselves because we feel that our emotions are too great or too heavy for other people to have to deal with. So I want you to know that there's probably something that you are hiding because you don't want the experience of negativity in using your voice. And I get it. It's probably how you got to this feeling to begin with. So I want you to answer those 3 questions. No filter, no performance, just honesty, right? The act of witnessing your inner world builds self-connection. So you begin to remind yourself, you know what? I am real. I am here. I have a compass. I am seen. I see me. So important. Because if you can't see yourself, but you're asking other people to see you, you're going to have a really hard time. And speaking of words like that, I am real. I am here. I see me. Each morning or before bed or both. Right? You can look at yourself in the mirror, and that's a hard one, especially if you don't feel seen and you're not there to critique yourself. You're there to meet yourself. Oof. Did you feel that? Did you hear it? I am not here to critique myself. I am here to meet myself. Look into your own eyes and speak your truth. I am here. I matter. I don't need anyone's permission to be vulnerable. I don't need anyone's permission to be visible. I am here. I am me. I am okay. I am good. I am strength. I matter. Whatever comes to you, allow it to. It's going to feel strange at first, but over time, it becomes an anchor. Feeling invisible is a floating feeling. You're connected to nothing. You're looking for a home base, and everywhere you look is a rejection point. You have to start building a new truth. You have to find an anchor, a truth that your nervous system can learn to believe. When we feel this way, our nervous system is all over the place. It's so dysregulated. We feel broken, and we just keep waiting to be mirrored, and it doesn't land. And when it doesn't land, it often leads to isolation. And we have to find safe people who truly sees us. It's so important. That isolation can convince us that we have to stay silent. We have to be quiet. It's easier if we don't say anything. We need to hide. We need to self-protect. But healing begins with safe vulnerability. When someone says to you, hey, I see you. I know that you're hurt. I understand what's happening. Come hold my hand, and you push away because you are scared. And that person says, I know, it's okay. Grab their hand. Take it. I know you're afraid of being hurt, but understand that safe people truly see you. They hold space. I call them spirit keepers. They're there to keep your spirit. They're there to be there no matter what is happening. Be vulnerable in a safe space. If you are trying to be vulnerable with someone who has hurt you and has shown you that they want to make you invisible, you are leading yourself into the lion's den. Instead, move into the space where someone says, I'm holding this for you. That is where you let the guard down. Everywhere else, it's okay to wall up because those people and those situations have shown you, they have given you evidence and proof that you need a wall. And when they can't understand that wall, that's on them, not you. You don't have to share everything with everyone. You don't have to hold space for everyone, even if it's someone who was supposed to be safe. You understand? Even when someone who is supposed to be safe, a husband, a wife, a parent, a sibling, a best friend, a boss, whoever it is, when they show you that they are not safe, believe them. Does that mean that the relationship can't be rebuilt? No. But it does mean that's where it is now. I want to give you another tool. It's the safe person map. So just take a few minutes and ask yourself, who has truly seen me? Even if it was just one time, who is this person? And then ask, who made me feel known and understood? And write their name down. And if it feels right to you, reach out. Even simply saying something like, hey, just checking in, wanted to see if you were doing good. And open the bridge, right? And if it's somebody that you're super connected with, perhaps it's a statement of, hey, you know what? I'm feeling kind of invisible right now. I don't need you to fix it. I just wanted to share it with someone who I think is safe. There's so much power in that kind of vulnerability. But again, it has to be somebody safe. Sometimes one real moment of being seen is all it takes to remind you that you do exist in someone else's world, in their mind, in their hearts. I know for me, when I'm feeling that way, because yes, I feel that way too sometimes, and I get a note from someone who says, you know what, I love you. Thank you so much for showing up for me. Or, hey, I don't think I've told you enough this or that. It's those moments that I know that purpose and love and space and community exist for me too. And it's okay to seek it. It's okay to reach out for it. You have to remember that you have to choose the environments that are a reflection point of your light. Not every space deserves access to your presence. You've heard me say that before. Sometimes you feel invisible not because you're failing, not because there's something wrong with you, but because you have surrounded yourself by people, by environments, by moments that do not have the capability and or desire to see you because all they care about is themselves. Their ego is high. They're narcissists. They don't give a damn about anyone because everyone has been meant to serve them. That doesn't mean that you're a failure. It means you've been given an invitation to someone else's one-man show. Ugh, feel that? You've been given an invitation to someone else's one-man show. You will not feel seen in those environments. You will not feel heard. You will not feel valued. That invitation can be rejected. Find the people that are a reflection of you. Check in. Ask yourself, where in my life do I feel silenced? Where in my life do I feel overlooked? Where in my life do I feel small and ignored? And then, where do I feel expansive? Where do I feel honest? Where do I feel seen? It's not easy, right? But those environments matter. And if you need to, begin to seek new spaces. Where can you feel good? Where's the supportive network? Where's the group of friends? Where's the people that have the same like interest? Find them. The more you move towards spaces like that, the ones that reflect who you really are, the more visible your soul becomes, right? You don't have to shrink to fit anymore. You get more expanded because you are fitting in and feeling seen. And guess what? What happens by nature is that those other experiences that you're having that don't quite fit or don't fit at all fall away a heck of a lot easier. You don't have to shrink, right? You expand. Here's the other thing. Here's a very powerful truth. When you begin to see others, really see them, you invite that same energy back into the world. Now, a lot of times when I've said this to people, they will say, but I do. I hold space for people. I give way too much. And you're probably right, because our empaths, our givers, our people pleasers, our people who give everything at all times tend to feel like that same energy is not returned. But here's the thing. It is. It's a matter of it's not being returned by the people you think it should be returned. Right? You're probably getting it from someplace else, but it doesn't feel as organic or it doesn't feel right because it maybe feels undeserving, or perhaps it feels like it should be coming from someplace else. And I understand that. But it's okay to understand that you really are being seen by others and that you can invite that same energy into your experience. It may not be coming from where you want it to, but it's still coming. Enjoy that. Take it in. Begin noticing. Each day, intentionally offer visibility to one person, right? Compliment your server. Call a friend and say, "How are you?" Tell a friend that you noticed how hard they're trying. Acknowledge a coworker's effort that usually goes unspoken. Whatever it is, look for the micro moments. The micro moments is where life really becomes very powerful. Look for the places that you feel connected. Look for the micro win. That is where you connect with yourself. And when you give others that gift of being seen, you're reminding them to do the same, and it will come back for you. It creates a ripple, a return, a circle of connection. I want you to remember that. It's so easy to get lost in the moments. It's so easy to feel overwhelmed, to not feel seen. But let me tell you, there's someone out there that wakes up in the morning and thinks, "How are you? I wonder what's going on with them. I hope they're okay." And sometimes love looks and sounds like that. Sometimes love isn't "I love you," but instead it's "Did you eat today?" Sometimes love is "How did you sleep last night?" Sometimes love is "How was your day?" Or "What do you have to do today?" You can feel unseen in certain rooms, but that does not mean that you are unseen across the board. You don't have to be small. You don't have to thrive in this sense of unworthiness. You don't have to disappear. You can be real. You can be raw. You can be enough. The first step is to allow yourself to be that person. The world is ready to see you. The world is ready to mirror for you, even if you've spent your entire existence not having that experience. I promise you today, I've seen you. Someone has seen you, and you can see yourself. You're not alone, right? You have the ability to connect, to get into a space of safety, to get into a space of knowing that no matter how hard things become, you still have a choice in your visibility. You know that? You really do. Am I too much? No. Am I not enough? Absolutely not. I am enough. Why doesn't anyone notice me? They're the wrong people. You're looking in the wrong space. Do I even matter? Hell yes, you do. Yes. I want you to think about that. Do I even matter? Yes. You could spend your whole life moving in spaces that tells you you're not enough. And of course you're going to feel that way. But the truth is, you are. It's a ripple effect. Offer visibility to another soul and magic finds you. The more you give, the more you receive. When you show others that they are seen and heard, you open the door. I'm telling you. When you open the door to yourself, you begin to support yourself and you move away from the things that don't work. When was the last time you asked yourself, what makes me unique? When was the last time you asked yourself, what gifts do I carry that the world cannot replace? The world can't replace you. It can't. So what wisdom do you carry? What have you overcome? What love do you offer those around you? You are more than the parts that other people notice. Your quiet strength, your compassion, your resiliency, there's so much to you. You must notice. You must know. Every time you take a risk and you double down and you bet on yourself, you're saying to the world, I am not invisible. When you show up in spaces that are uncomfortable, you are not invisible. When you find someone who says to you, I think you have value, listen to them. Listen. Let them share space with you. Understand that when we have a community of authenticity, when we have a space of being good with another soul, with ourselves, we have a space of providing beautiful energy everywhere we go. And that's what feeling seen and heard really means. So take another moment, and I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to visualize somebody who always wants to hold space for you. Maybe it's somebody that's unexpected. Maybe it's somebody that you never thought was a likely friend. Whatever it is, just allow that to come up for you. And I want you to feel it. I want you to feel every aspect of that person, of their energy, of everything they bring into your space. And let it encompass you. Let it pull into you and push into you the same way that all the negative does. And let it reinforce the invitation that resonates with you, that says, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. And I want you to hold on to that. That is a mirror, right? And when we intentionally rewire that mirror, our journey changes. In fact, why don't you call that person? Why don't you send them a text and say, hey, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for making me know I matter. Thank you for giving me a space of belonging. You do matter. We can drop the shame. We can drop the guilt. And we can know that the ripple effect of connection belongs to us. It does take brave work to become visible. Okay, so I want you to be gentle with your soul. But mostly, in everything, even if you take these simple tools or not, I want you to know that you're not alone. You can always reach out to me on social media. You can always send me an email at getyourlifetogethergirlnow@gmail.com. You can always connect with me on any platform that I'm on, because I'm going to offer you a space. Not because I have to, but because I want to. And I know that there are other people in your life that want to do the same. Find them, because it does change everything. And when you know that you're not alone, it is one of the very first steps into getting your life together. Thank you so much for listening to the Get Your Life Together Girl podcast. If you've enjoyed these tips for bettering your life, please follow me on social media if you're not already at Get Your Life Together Girl on Instagram, TikTok, Clapper, Lemon8, Insight Timer, and many other places like YouTube and more. You can also visit my website at getyourlifetogethergirl.com. If you are on Insight Timer, which is a free app, which you can find in the App Store, you can join me at 9 a.m. on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Central, where I hold live conversations much like this one, and you can ask questions live as well. I hope to see you there. I want to thank you so much for being the best part of this community. Until we meet again, be kind to yourself and others.